Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to play Smoke coming into Year 7 of Rainbow Six Siege. So first of all, let's talk about Smoke's loadout. Smoke has the option between the M5 90A1 shotgun and the FMG9. Now, the FMG9 is not at all a great SMG, so you see most people running the shotgun and the SMG11 combo just to make up for that lack of damage and fire rate. You really only see people running the FMG because people don't know how to control the SMG11. Again, the SMG11 is really just as good, and because people use the shotgun to open up holes for the site, they need something that's automatic as their secondary, so most good Smoke players run the shotgun and SMG11 combo. No reason to bring a pistol over an SMG. That's pretty self-explanatory. Going into his gadgets, he has barbed wire or a deployable shield. If you have a deployable shield that's already being brought, let's say you have an Echo player, a Frost player, whatever, maybe you don't bring the deployable shield, but 9 times out of 10 you're going to be playing behind that deployable shield with your shotgun or using your SMG11 with that deployable shield to apply pressure onto the attackers. That's something I'll talk about later. But don't use this barbed wire unless you already have teammates that are giving you their deployable shield, because you're going to want to use that shield. And then obviously he has his smoke canisters. He has 3 of these smoke canisters. They're a huge range of smoke that deals damage to attackers over a short period of time, and it lasts about 10 seconds. As of recording this, he did get nerfed about a day or 2 ago to where he can't be invulnerable to his own smoke, even though he's literally wearing a gas mask, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to affect his smoke gameplay too much. It's just kind of dumb that he's wearing a gas mask and can't be invulnerable to his own smokes, but whatever. That's not what we're here to talk about. Hopefully, though, they revert this nerf. I think this is the most disliked nerf in all of Siege history. Everyone's complaining about it, including me, so I'll keep my hopes high. Alright, so now that we've gone into his loadout, let's go into how to actually use it. First up is going to be obviously a shotgun. His shotgun is one of the most vital pieces of utility for the defensive side because there's so much potential with what you can do with it. For example, let's say you spawn in a smoke. The first thing you're going to want to do immediately is make the rotates for your team. So there's a rotate, and then that gives you the necessary to rotate for this site, and then you want to make head holes. So these are all the head holes you'll need. And then any other angles that you'll need for head holes like this. Maybe that. And then you'll need holes for your smoke canisters to be thrown. So let's say they're planting... there's a piece of wood here. Let's put it lower. Let's say they're planting in the default spot, which is behind the server rack right here. These holes allow me to sit in the complete opposite site and throw them over the server rack so that when I activate the smoke, it covers all of the default plant. This also covers the hole hop in right here. It also covers the head holes right there. So these smokes are extremely large, and you can do a lot of stuff with making holes for your smoke canisters. Now these holes are also good. Let's say that I'm a rafters player. I'm sitting in here. You can make holes for your teammates so that they can peek, like, you know, reinforced walls that are open, or windows or doors in the site. Or if they come back into site, these holes can be used for rafters players, people coming up rafters stairs. You might even be able to get people coming into the garage door. Who knows? But making head holes for your team. Even this desk right here, this can see in the window, and with this hole open you can see in this window right here too. So overall, really good spots. His holes allow for a lot of versatility, not just for you but for your teammates, so bringing the shotgun on smoke is extremely necessary, which brings me into my next point. You should always have the SMG11. The SMG11 also is a great weapon, really good accuracy, really good fire rate, really good damage. And it's a headshot machine if you learn how to control it. The only people that I see running his primary SMG are people that don't know how to control his secondary SMG, and that's why you'd really only see people not running the shotgun. Because, you know, it is a little bit hard to control, but once you get it down, it is really one of the best support weapons on defense. So with that out of the way, let's go into a secondary gadget, his deployable shield. This deployable shield mainly is used as cover for you or one of your teammates if you want to take a gunfight with your SMG11. So let's say they open up the wall, I see someone repelled right here. I can see through this deployable shield, they can't necessarily see me, and I can sit and shoot them, peek. So having a deployable shield on any defender is really good, but what's good about smokes is you can hide behind them, and again, throw the smokes in my default plant, stuff like that. And because the SMG-11 isn't the greatest weapon in the game, it allows you to get peeker's advantage by being able to peek before they can react with a gun that is less favored for you. So having a deployable shield with really bad weapons is a really good plus. This also puts pressure on common attacker pushes, like the garage wall, like the CC wall, or if I turn it a little bit right here, it could maybe help cover with the rafters push if we have nobody playing there, or if I know that my rafters player is just going to die early, or you could put it on doorways, because with the deployable shield rework, deployable shields can just fit flush with doorways, right? You go up to a doorway, you see the icon in the center right here change, and then it fits flush with the doorway. What this allows you to do is whenever you hear or see someone vaulting over this deployable shield, they're stuck in an animation and can't shoot back for a little bit, and you get a massive amount of time to kill them before they can kill you, so you can play close on these shields and then shotgun people. And because of the shotgun buff recently, where shotguns have a longer range and they also destroy soft barricades a lot easier in longer ranges, right? Playing shotguns on shields is really, really good. So you can swing with shotguns, you can just hold areas, swing with your SMG-11, but use your deployable shield on places where you know they're going to push, common pushes, etc., just to apply that pressure. Before I continue, I just want to say that over 90% of my viewers are not subscribed. I post Siege content every Tuesday and Friday. If you would like to see that, hit that subscribe button, and let's continue. Now getting into the actual topic of the video is how do you actually play smoke? There are 3 ways that I've found to use his smoke canisters effectively. The first 2 are going to be about delaying time, but let's get into the first subsection of delaying time. And this is to make it harder for the defenders to plant in the last 30 seconds of the round. So if you don't know, you have 3 smoke canisters, and each smoke canister lasts 10 seconds of time. So what a lot of smoke players used to do, and what a lot of new smoke players still do, is they'll sit in sight, and they won't take many scary gunfights, and they'll just sit behind their shield. And when the defenders have 30 seconds left, what they do is they just sit and they throw a smoke canister every 10 seconds so that they literally can't enter the site, they can't plant, and you just get a free round win. Now, the higher elo you go and the better skilled players you go against, rounds are going to last this long. This isn't Pro League where they're droning every corner and they're trying to get every single piece of utility out there. This is ranked. People like to rush, people like to get things done quickly because they're impatient. So the more effective way of using smoke to waste time is just throughout the round. So let's say you know this wall is probably going to get opened. Every single time you defend the site, this wall usually gets opened. If they have a Thatcher, the wall gets opened. If they have a Mav, the wall gets opened. If they have a Cali, sometimes the wall can get opened. They can nade from below, they can Ash from below, Zofia from below, anything like that. So this wall is most likely going to get opened unless you have like a Cade, but usually the attacking team bans Cade because of this. So putting your deployable shield right here is extremely common. And then what you'll see people do is as soon as the attackers are getting ready to rush into the site, maybe they killed your rafters player, right? Maybe they have a guy in CC window, so you're just playing like right here behind your shield. As soon as you know they're about to push, smoke canister, boom. That wastes 10 seconds of their time. And they're taking damage as well, so they're all being flushed to run out of the building and reconsider everything about their push. Maybe you know they wasted a bit of attack utility, right? They came in, they got all of the ADSs down, they naded, they flashed, whatever, they put smokes down, and then you just put that smoke canister down. That completely wastes all of their utility because they had to leave, and all that utility just goes to waste because they're not there to, you know, put it to work, rush into site, whatever. So it's a really, really good time waster, utility waster. It's really good if you know you're being pressured from one side of the map and another side of the map, and you just want to kind of cut one side off and to focus on one, and then you kill them, and then you turn around, focus on the other guys, right? You don't want to be taking multiple gunfights at a time, especially if you're using the SMG-11. So it's really good for delaying time, delaying pushes, map control, right? That's something that I talk about a lot whenever I play any entry denial operator, like Smoke, Tachanka, Goyo, stuff like that. Map control, right? You want a certain player to not push from a certain area if there are multiple people pushing you, right? So let's say I'm a smoke player. I'm having to worry about this open wall, I'm having to worry about this window, I'm having to worry about rafters, I'm having to worry about the red stairs rotate, I'm having to worry about construction door. It's a lot of places. Especially if I'm sitting here behind the shield, I'm exposed to all of these places at once, right? But for the sake of the video, let's make it a little simple. Let's say that I'm exposed to just construction and red stairs, right? So I know there's going to be guys red stairs because my barbed wire is making a bunch of noise. I just had a teammate got killed from here and they're about to rush in this rotate. I also know there's a guy con. Now the guy con is a lot easier to kill because the guy in the rotate, I have to completely swing myself out and I have to crouch through a rotate in order to kill him, and I don't know where he is when I peek this angle, right? But the guy in con's a lot easier to kill because I can just hold this door without having to worry about the rotate being able to see me from where I'm standing. And I only really have to look at one angle, and if he crosses into my crosshair, I just kill him, right? So what I would do personally, let's say there's 20 seconds left, they're rushing me from both of these angles, I just smoke grenade this off, peek this corner, shoot him. Now there's one guy left, I know where he is, it's still smoked off. Once the smoke disappears, he's either going to run through the rotate or he's going to run through the door. So I can hold this. If he's not there, I go behind with a close shield, hold this. But I'm just using those smokes as map control to keep this guy over here at bay so that I can kill this guy. That is the most effective way that I have found using smokes, is using them for map control. Now my third and final way that I would play smoke is to use his smokes as cover, right? So not only are these smokes toxic, right, but they're smoke, so it's going to be a little hard to see through them. So let's say that I know for certain there's a guy rafters, and I know for certain there's a guy in this window. And let's say that I am red stairs. So what I can do is I can either smoke off this window, right? I can throw a smoke there. It gets outside the window, he's smoked off, he leaves. And then I can then come into here, kill this guy, and then still have a smoke to come back safely into here. Right? That's viable. You can use your smoke as a way of like cover to cover yourself so they don't see you. Right? He doesn't see me, there's a smoke there. And then you come and take this gunfight, or you take the gunfight from here, or you hold the shotgun angle, take the gunfight from here, whatever. Just using it as cover. That kind of leads into my second point, but you understand what I mean. My final tip's going to be about like how to actually play him in coordination with your team. Smoke is a support player, so you're not going to be roaming with smoke unless you have a certain strategy in mind, but even then you're probably 5-stacking and you know what you're doing, so just anchor with him. You're just going to sit in sight. You don't have the best of guns, so don't take long-range gunfights because, again, you have a short-range SMG and a shotgun, so you're going to play close angles. You're going to sit on the site, wait for them to come to you because, again, these guns are short to medium range. You want them to come into your crosshair, come peek your deployable shield so then you can take the gunfight and then I'll have any time to react. People that are support on defense are meant to use their utility in a way to where it supports the round and the bomb not being planted. So you have bandit players, cave players, mute players. They're all considered support because they all keep a wall closed and prevent the plant from being planted. But you can still roam as certain support operators, right? You can roam as mute. You can roam as bandit. You can't roam as smoke though, because again, he's a 3 armor, right? He doesn't run as fast, and if he does run, he's really loud, so roaming doesn't really work with him. He has, again, short to medium gun range, so you want to be taking close range fights, which is only really going to happen in the objective. And his utility is support-like because it keeps people from coming into the objective. People that roam, that don't have support utility, are considered fraggers because their utility does not help people from getting into the objective. People like Vigil, people like Mozzie, people like Ella, people like Alibi, they don't prevent people from getting in, they're just kind of annoying and they use their utility to roam. So that being considered, you want to sit on site, you want to hold close angles, you want to use your smoke canisters to waste time, and you want to use your shotgun to help yourself do all of those things all together. Your shotgun shots should be made in the prep phase just to help your team move around a little bit, get an idea for how they're going to be playing, and then you get some free wins. That's going to be pretty much it for the video. Don't forget to sub, like the video if you like it, dislike the video if you dislike it. It's Alco, and I'll see you in the next one.